Hello everyone, special guest here to be on the Color Project. This is Kelly right here.
Hello.
And come dive with us into our creative groom for the Knicks.
Rook.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Rook. Come on.
You got it.
Come
Both
on.
of you got it.
Ghost, it's not your turn. Come.
Okay.
See, they like it. Ghost,
It's not your turn. It's not your turn, buddy.
So you're gonna do Knicks on this side. I would take first. So let's start with an A comb, but you're gonna keep going down. I think you're gonna wind up at probably your 3 or 4 blade. It was the first one when I got Audrey to color Audrey. Okay. And so now.
And to tell you, shit my pants.
Yeah.
Just doing cheetah print, I shit my, yeah. Just doing cheetah print, I'll shit my pants.
And so I love that she was the first one to color Audrey when I got her, and now she's gonna be the first one to color.
And remember, it took me like 5 minutes to put the brush on Audrey when I first.
Yeah, and I'm like, just put it on her skin. How does it feel that this is?
It feels great. It feels great.
All right, what feeling are you feeling? Excited, nervous?
No, I'm so excited that I'm doing something that I love with something that I love. It's
Okay.
like represent. I feel like I can't mess it up.
So,
like even if I make mistakes, it's okay.
I see your center.
okay, so your eye needs to. Okay, your eye needs to be about here,
Okay.
and then your C is gonna come here. So get your eye in there, and you're gonna block it all out.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Bring it up. Make that eye big. Make those K's exaggerated, like up and down, so that when you're standing back, someone can still read it. So, because if you make them too close together, it's just
like
gonna
this
look like
part
two
right here.
random
Oh,
lines,
I
okay?
see. Well, if you can't tell, Knicks. So the breakdown is basically kind of like when you look at a player, right? The headband is because the players wear the headbands. The same thing right here and here. This is gonna be a little shorter than what it is on paper, but when you look at a player, they do wear their signature headbands, which is that's what that's for. Then we have the Knicks. The attempt that we're gonna try to do is just a basketball, all right? And then here, if you know the captain, Brunson, that's the captain, and NYC. So I want to put as much color in there as possible for it to really just stand out and pop out for you to see it and know exactly what it is.
You have to consider that with this, you are challenging yourself in more than one way, right? Not only are you doing a large project, you're doing carving, you're doing dimension, you're doing everything, and you're doing it on a 6.5-month-old puppy.
And it's my first time.
And it's your first time. So that's why, like, give yourself a pat on the back already, because even having to just deal with him, and he's doing fantastic.
Yeah, he is. You're doing good boy.
Even that alone, you're killing it already. But yes, you're right. He's getting used to like the tickling of the brush. Because if you think about it, like
it's a new experience for him.
I've done his face and feet several times.
But he hasn't felt anything on his body.
But also he hasn't. I think I did one full groom on him with like an E-comb.
Yeah,
and
which
that was
like a long time ago.
That looks awesome.
Yeah.
What I would do next is figure out where you're putting orange.
Okay, and then just lather it up.
And just lather it up. Okay?
This is Kelly. This is my best friend. She's gonna be my helper for this project. And right now, what I have her doing is doing in the orange. So the whole point is, right, wherever there's orange, we're gonna surround it with blues to make that orange pop. So right now we're putting all the orange so it can really soak it in and do what it needs to do. So that's what she's doing. I'm actually putting what's called, I think it's called color deposit, where it's just basically anywhere where I don't want there to be color, I'm putting the cream. That way, if any color falls in that area, it won't dye that area. Like his paws and right here on his neck and his face, I don't want any color there. So I'm just making sure that none of those areas get dyed. So I put the cream here. So my ideal, hopefully, so it's easier for me and him, and I don't have to do much carving and anything like that. What I'm trying to do is, if I put the cream here and I wrap it around what's supposed to be the band, once we rinse it out and I put the color up here, it's gonna give me the headband. That way it'll be easier for him where I don't have to carve anything and I don't have to do anything. All right, so we finished all the orange. As you can see now, we're going in with the blue because the blue doesn't take as long to set. That's why we do the orange first. The orange, because it's a lighter color, it's gonna take a lot longer to set into his coat. So now we're going in with the blue. And then after we do everything that's blue, we're gonna let that set in. We're gonna rinse him out, and then we're gonna go back in carve and, you know, fix the touches up.
He's so sweet. I'm gonna try that.
Do you see the vision? Do you see the vision coming to life?
How do you feel so far?
I'm feeling fantastic. How are you feeling, Rook? You know, he's doing a really good job. He's doing a really good job. He needed to use the bathroom earlier. He was just barking and barking, so we took him out and turns out he just needed to use the bathroom, and now he's fine again. He's doing a really good job for his first time. Right, Rook? Good boy. For my first time, there was things I learned. For one, definitely wear gloves when you're gonna rinse, because clearly I did not learn that. But hey, that's just part of it. And I don't know why I enjoy getting paint on me, because it just feels like, I don't know, part of the work. Like I really tried, and like I embraced myself fully into the project.
Yeah.
So listen, for my first time, I'm very happy. One of the things I kept repeating while we were doing this was, I don't want this to be perfect.
Yeah.
I want to see mistakes. I want to see imperfections, because like time and time again, Shelby have said, it's my first time doing a big thing. I think this is your first time doing a big thing too.
Yeah.
And it's also Rook's first time doing a big thing. So I wanted to embrace mistakes. I wanted to look at him afterwards and see little things that I could have improved or we could have done better, and just learn from that. I wanted to see that. What about you?
I think I was a little more nervous.
Yeah?
I'm taking my time, making sure things look okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's better to have that mindset of, it's okay to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But me, I'm just like, taking my time, trying to make sure everything looks good. A little on the slower side. It's a learning experience.
I wanted to bring you into this because ever since I met you, you've wanted to do color.
Yes.
You wanted to embrace color. You wanted to really just make that part of your career. So I really wanted you to come and do this with me, and just to see what it takes.
Well, I appreciate you bringing me on.
So?
And it's been a fun experience. It's fun.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a lot of work. More work than I kind of anticipated.
What are some things that you learned from it?
Just to do it. Like just what you've been saying is just do it. You'll fix it at the end. Mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna follow that line straight down. Because you want that wide border or wider border on it, that's when you're gonna go in and widen it like that.
Okay.
See how it's coming
Yeah.
together? Okay, now I'm gonna go straight down into here. Okay? And you're creating those lines for yourself, and then you're gonna go back in and widen it.
Okay.
Just like that, on each
Doesn't
letter.
matter how deep I'm cutting in.
I mean, obviously not to cut into his skin,
right.
but no, because what you can do is, if you wanted to, I personally think you're gonna get a better outcome if you scissor it, but you can always also use
No, I'm
those.
scissoring.
Okay. Then what you're gonna do is, depending where you are, you're gonna pull that, and see how it's overlapping with where you trimmed.
Yeah.
Look how clean that looks now,
Yeah.
and keep pulling it that way. Keep
Okay.
pulling it, because now you're cutting the overlap hair. So on this one, I'm gonna pull it into that line that I wrote. I'm gonna pull it into that line that I did. Okay, here I did already. Then I'm gonna pull it up on this one. I'm gonna pull it back this way. See
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
See how that pops it?
Yeah.
Now you already created your white line with
Right.
what you're scissoring.
Okay.
Got it, Kel? So that is your line, and then this is all gonna be blue.
And then once I do that, we'll go in with the color blocker. Block that line.
You can if you want. Now here's the thing, you're also spending time putting the color blocker on.
Or you just...
So you're gonna, if you want, just take your paintbrushes and just take your thin paintbrushes and follow that line. Kelly, you're gonna have to jump on it too. You may have to have Ches distract him so that you can stay still,
Yeah.
okay? But all of these lines, this is how you're creating it,
Yeah.
okay? And now that I just did that one, right, I'm gonna pull down and trim the orange that lays over that line.
Yeah.
Okay, see
Yes,
that?
ma'am.
I'm gonna pull it back this way, and even on your ends right here.
That's how we're fine tuning it.
Yes.
Creative grooming and grooming, to me, doing this, especially with the carving, it's kind of the same thing. We're just holding the tools a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Instead of holding the shears like this because I'm trimming some areas, I'm just angling because now I just wanted to do this really sharp line.
Yeah.
And also just understanding the dog and the dog you have on the table. when you're grooming a dog, you have to understand that dog. Same thing with creative grooming, understanding that dog, understanding how to read them, and knowing when to stop, when to give them breaks, and so on and so forth. Same thing with us, as as we work, knowing when to give us a break, and just how to be easy on ourselves. For me, it just wasn't. It wasn't that separate as I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. It's just really one thing, just a teeny bit different.
Yeah,
just the same thing, just a teeny bit.
A little more color.
Yeah, exactly. Just a little bit more color.
Yeah, I definitely agree with everything she said. It's very similar, not too much different, but there's, I guess, a little more patience with it because it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, I agree. I love the whole thing.
Yeah.
I am so happy with the whole thing. What I saw in paper came to life, and I just couldn't be. I couldn't be happier.
And all the color on it.
Yeah, it just
love all the color.
everything. I'm just really happy how it came out, and I'm so proud of myself, of you, and Rook, and just I couldn't be happier. Really, there's nothing that I don't like about it.
The part that I think was the most difficult for me was the coat carving. I thought it would be a little easier, but definitely a lot of brushing, a lot of that into it.
I want to say I thought that was going to be harder, but I didn't find it as hard as I thought it was going to be. The hardest thing for me was working around his head and his face because he's still a puppy, so he's still learning.
Yeah.
And him adjusting to feeling paint on himself and seeing how that feels, or feeling the brush. That was what I didn't really think or thought it was going to be easy, and that's what turned out the hardest.
Right. Yeah.
Just adjusting myself around him as a puppy and really understanding this is his first time, and everything that I'm doing is his first time.
Yeah.
This is an adjustment.